It's your boy Swabby Dobby, owner-operator Perfect Touch Auto Glass in Richmond, Virginia. And today we're working on a 2010 Dodge Charger, and we're replacing the windshield. It's a standard DW1571. First thing you want to do is remove the wiper arms, as you see illustrated here. And what I like to do, I like to take the wiper arms and put them underneath the vehicle. That way I can keep it clear of me walking around the vehicle and any other obstructions. And whatever cowl clips I remove and stuff, I like to put it on the driver's side floorboard. That way I can keep up with all the clips and bolts and screws and stuff like that. So what you want to do, you want to take the pry tool and just pop up all the little clips. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As I was working on this, I haven't done one in a while, 2010 version. You have 3 actually hidden clips in the corner. You have 1 on the right side and 2 on the left side. And that second one is actually hidden under the little cushion pad that lays across the cowl. So you want to go ahead and remove all those things. And once again, I like to place the stuff on the driver's side floorboard so I know where all my clips and screws are. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this process right here up so we can move it on to the next part of this installation. Once you get all the clips removed from the bottom of the cowl, then you just want to pop up either start from either the driver's side or the passenger side and just pop the cowl up. Like I was telling you, there was 3 hidden clips, 1 on the driver's side and 2 on the passenger side. You take a little pry tool and just pop those up and remove the cowl all in total. And like I said, I put the remaining clips on the driver's side floorboard so I can keep up with everything. What I should have did next was drop the hood down so y'all could see me removing the exterior molding. Right off the site, I could see that the molding was glued down, because when I went to pop it up, did a nice glue job on the molding.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Might glue it on.
I'm sorry, yes, the moldings were glued down, so what I had to do was carefully pry it up and cut it loose, which I did on the passenger side and the driver's side as well. But once I removed the exterior moldings from the windshield, then I went ahead and placed my handy dandy setting block where I wanted to. Then you want to remove the rear view mirror. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know that this is a rear view mirror and not the side view mirror. A lot of people get that confused. But I definitely take a 15mm torque ratchet screwdriver and you just remove that. The previous installer had put universal 108 molding on this windshield. How disrespectful is that? But moving on along, so I'm coming through with my cold knife, my 1/2 inch, and you really want to take your time. Like I always iterate, take your time sliding that cold knife blade between that windshield and the pinch wheel. Make sure you ride the glass to keep the handle toward the glass so you don't scratch the pinch wheel. Like I was saying, they use universal 108 molding, so I was very concerned. About the OEM molding that I was putting on this windshield, and being that they did a glue job on there, but I'm looking on them and I'm like, well, it's not that bad. I can just clean it up. There was no serious gooage on the top pinch wheel, so I was like, I felt confident with putting the original manufacturer molding back on this. So that's the decision I went with. I came through my cold knife. I really didn't want to use my 1.5 inch cold knife, so I came through with my blade and I was just like, let me just cut this loose, because she was popping up but she was holding in some places. So I was like, let me come through with my blade and just cut it loose, and that's what I'm doing there. Rather than I could have went with the 1.5" cold knife, but I didn't want to. It was more spots than anticipated. I would just assume that it was just like in just 2 areas, but it was in a few other areas, but I didn't feel like walking to my vehicle. I just went ahead and just cut the loose. No biggie. So once I felt confident with the sides and the top loose, the next step is to come through with my extractor, as you can see right here. Once again, this is soap water. This is a bottle full of water with 4 drops of dish detergent in it. Soap water. You want to lubricate the whole bottom because the extractor creates so much friction that it can actually burn stuff. And come through with that, but this is definitely a glue job. This is definitely a glue job. And I wish I could show you. If I should have went first person view with this installation, so y'all can actually see what I was experiencing. But it was thick down there, and as I cut along the bottom of the glass, the whole glass was just shattering. You can't see it from where you is, but the whole glass was just shattering. That lets you know that someone ran a lot of glue. That also lets me know, and I hate to say it, and I really hate to say it, professionalism goes a long way. And me being in the industry for 17 years and learning from a lot of people, learning what to do and what not to do, and places where I work, I really know what type of people do this type of stuff. And yeah, I definitely know. I got an idea. I got a ballpark of who done this previous installation. You seen when I pulled the glass out how it was kind of shattered in the middle. At least that was the only part that was visible. But anyway, coming through with my scraper, because I like to use the scraper for the tops and the sides. And I'm coming through with my scraper and I'm taking my time and making sure I'm not cutting against the pinch wheel. And like I say, they use universal 108 molding, but I was like, okay, the glue didn't glue upwards, so I didn't have to like scrape the wall of the top pinch wheel. So I was like, okay with that, I can lay this OEM molding down. But I'm cutting the sides, and I'm gonna pull the camera over here for you to see it. It just got blobs of glue where they glued the molding down to the pinch wheel, because they broke the clips from the previous installation. And in situations like this, which that is non-repairable, and basically you have to replace the whole exterior molding, that I too had to glue the molding down. But what I didn't do, I didn't prime it, so it wouldn't be a everlasting bond, and it can be removed and released by just 30 pounds of torque pressure. And I spoke to the customer, and I'm supposed to be looking into some new exterior moldings. So once I find those, I can go there and just basically just pull it off, and we'll be good to go. The driver's side wasn't all that bad as far as like the glue and stuff like that. Still had to just work, but come through my long knife at the bottom, because like in the other videos, I like to cut the bottom out with the long knife with just long swoops. And once again, take your time. Next to the customer's home, mortgage, rent, their vehicles are their next prized possession. So by them calling on you, they feel like their vehicles are in good hands, and their vehicles should be in good hands. So definitely take your time when you're dealing with blades around people's vehicles. The next step is to clean the pinch wheel. We are over the hump and going downhill now. The hard part is over, and now we really focus on detail. Really focus on detail now. And y'all know my pet peeve, gotta have a clean dash. Our whole pet peeve is a clean dash. I feel the customers, when they get their vehicles done, when they step in their vehicles, when they go to drive it and they looking around and see if there's any imperfections and stuff like that, and they look at their dash, they be like, they clean my dash for me. That's my whole thing. So clean the pinch wheel, remove all the debris from the pinch wheel, and clean the dash. I'm taking a little bit of extra time on that. Since I'm taking a little bit of time to clean the dash and stuff, this is a great opportunity to let you know that if you have a small business or any type of business and you want your business featured in my next upcoming videos, please shoot me your information at www.ptagrva.com, and I definitely put it up in my vehicle. And at this time, for a limited time, all that is free. So once you brush all the debris off, you come through with that same soap water that you use to spray the bottom to cut the windshield out, and you just clean that pinch wheel of all that dust and stuff, because you really want a clean pinch wheel when you laying down this adhesive for your windshield, because you want a good chemical burn. And do both sides. You take your time. Once again, this is your boy Swabber Dobby, owner operator Perfect Touch Auto Glass in Richmond, Virginia. Labor-free windshield. I don't know too many. Matter of fact, I don't know no company that's offering labor-free windshield replacements. I'm basically beating the competition. And I don't just say, when I say competition, I'm not talking about none of those jack leg or auto glass companies. I'm talking about your big dogs, your big dog companies like I'm not even going to illustrate them because I feel like I'm the bigger dog. But anyway, I got this molding here. I want to show you the glue jar. See the little glue spots, and you can see where the clips were broken and stuff like that, and they came through with the glue spots. I just wanted to show you that right there, what I had to deal with. And it was also on the driver's side. And I wanted to come up over here and show you. I believe I left. You see big goat glue. I'm really not sure if I removed it yet. I'm showing you something. At that time, it was very important. Truly, honestly, I really can't remember. I had a lot of work to do that day. This is the end of the day. But yeah, so it was a lot of glue and stuff like that, so I removed that. Now I'm coming through with my all-purpose primer activator. You want to prime the pinch wheel for all the scratches and all that other good stuff to prohibit rust from accruing, and you just want to stop the rust process. So you want to go over that, prime the whole thing, prime wherever necessary. And in this case, there was a lot of revealing areas, so I want to go ahead and do that and cover up my area. And oh yeah, I think I showed you the camera because there was a lot of rust along with glue spots. There was a lot of rust stuff, so you can tell that the previous installer didn't prime. So I'm coming through and basically just painting the whole thing. To prolong the life of the pinch wheel. This goes a long way in the retention of the whole windshield installation. Safety's first. I'm always about safety first. I'm painting the whole pinch wheel. Then once I'm satisfied with that, it's time to run this bad boy, and y'all know what I'm doing. I am running this infamous machine bead nozzle not on the pinch wheel. Once I start it, I pull up from it and just let it fall on its own and get that real smooth machine bead drop. I mean, that thing is lovely. Look at the way that thing lay down. Shout out to New Jersey Dre for showing me how to do this 10 years ago. New Jersey Dre, I walk up in the shop. New Jersey Dre was the tech supervisor at the time, and I had just come from doing a mobile run or whatever. I come in there and I just see him doing that thing. I said, what what you call that? I don't call it nothing. I said, man, where you learn that from? I've been doing it forever. I said, man, you mind if I do that, man? He said, man, do what you want to do. I said, what you call it? I said, I don't call it nothing. I said, you mind if I call it? I said, man, that thing come out just like factory. I'm going to call that thing Factory Machine B. And I've been calling it Factory Machine B for over 10 years now. So shout out to New Jersey Dre. Shout out to Richmond Dre for introducing me to the auto glass game. When it comes to this auto glass game, I always got to shout out Richmond Dre because he put me on to this auto glass thing. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing auto glass period. So shout out to Richmond Dre and shout out to New Jersey Dre for showing me how to run that machine B. So once you run your B, you always want to join up your connection points. That prevents leaks. Then you want to set your tape down. And then over there to the right, that's where I have my glass at. In this video, I didn't show you no glass prep. I just got straight to it. So I'm about to come through with this windshield. And this is all upper body core string. I always like to look at the vin to vin. Then I like to drop that passenger side down in on that setting block. Looking at that vin. I'm coming down with it. Boop. And I'm not pressing it down. I'm putting the tape there just to hold it in place while I make my adjustments. And then once my adjustments are to my liking, then that's when I come down and I press it out. And like I say, I went back with the OEM molding on this. Even though they use universal, I was confident with the way the pinch well looked. I was like, okay, all the little imperfections and stuff is covered up by the molding, so I'm good to go. So I went ahead and went back with the original molding that's supposed to be on this vehicle. And coming through, make sure everything's straight. I'm like, yeah, I feel good with this. So I'm giving it a press. I'm not giving it a pat. I don't know where y'all get this pat. This is glass and you shouldn't. This is glass and metal. This is glass and metal clip and metal clips and all this stuff. You don't need to be patting glass. It will break. Just give it a press down. Give it a simple press down and you're good to go. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you replace a windshield on a 2010 Dodge Charger. Once again, it's your boy Swiper Darby, owner operator Perfect Touch Auto Glass in Richmond, Virginia. If you like it, comment. If you don't like it, comment. Holler at your boy.